Okay, everybody, what's going on? So we got a little something going on today. We got some stuff going on. Let me see. Make sure the police ain't rolling. Anyway, so my walking onion, these wasn't getting no sun last year because of them greens. And I need to show y'all what I'm trying to show y'all. So they have decided to walk. I think I thought I had something down there. But I'm glad these are going to walk because, honey, that's my last little batch. I done fool around and let that get, my walking onion get thin. Y'all can see my cabbage collars looking nice. All I'm standing up at that one, that was my weak one, my one little weak one. But all I'm standing up looking real nice. Y'all see my tatsoi? It's looking pretty good. Those, I got red tatsoi out there. Look at the catnip. Look at the catnip. Look at that harlequin bug. Even get me started. When you get harlequin bugs, it's hard to get rid of them things. But let me show you this. But I cut the tops out. Y'all see what's going on, don't it? Let me see if I can show you. Y'all see what's going on, don't it? Y'all see them? Now this purple one is trying to make one way down there. But I'm sure this will probably start branching out at some point. That purple one hasn't done it either. Yet. Not all of them. These are just starting to get buds, kind of. They haven't really started leafing out. My sweet potatoes have started coming up, which is good. I wanted to show y'all this here. Look at the roses. Look at the roses. They got so many blooms until they just droop. Really don't get as pretty to show. You get a prettier show if you're down on the ground. So the cat's getting a real pretty show. Let's see how pretty. But my peas, I've been trying to restrain myself. I usually eat so many of these peas that by the time it get hot and the plants die, I don't be having no seeds, y'all. So I'm trying to just leave them, but you want to harvest them, otherwise they die. But I'm gonna try to leave them and let what's on here go to seed, and hopefully I got enough pods. Because can y'all see all the pods? Y'all know that's hard for me to not eat that right, because I had been coming out here the last 2-3 weeks. That was my breakfast. Look at the Swiss chard. Keep looking pretty. This is ruby red. Keep looking pretty like that and see once you get harvested. Just watch what I'm telling you. Y'all see my comfort going to seed. I got some ground cherry right there. I think that's one, but I know for a fact that's one. I don't know what this is. Peanut, I think that's a peanut. I'm pretty sure. These peppers, they still trying to put little leaves. Now, it's 1 or 2 of them that's alive in there. This side over here is dead. So sometimes when you overwinter for whatever your peppers, for whatever reason, they just, you know. But if you look down in here, I have been noticing little sprouts. And the sprouts never would but now they're starting to come up. This is my Zapotec tomatoes. Same thing with all these peas. All my comforts going to seed. I have lots of little fennel. Can y'all see the fennel down in there? Rosemary, I had to tie it back with a brick. It was shading out. My garlic is going to seed. So it's making escapes. So I've been cutting off. The dogs come out here and munch them a leaf. Look at that. See? That there, that's a sin. But same thing with these peas. Trying to leave some of these pods. But if you look in here, I got beets. I sold beet seeds. I got 2 more packets of beet seeds. I think I got 2 places I want to sow beets. I want to tell y'all this. I put 3 cages in here for these beans. I did not know that Great Northerns was pole beans, and they are. So I put cages in there to keep them kind of up off my mustards a little. I'm not so worried about the mustards being in the shade. Sometimes you have to use the sun the best way you can, and the sun can help slow your stuff from going to seed. Now see, I wonder will you be able to reach. Maybe you'll reach when you get taller. But y'all see how pretty those mustards. And you can harvest your mustard greens when the leaves are small. Y'all see that them volunteer watermelons? It's probably volunteer watermelons all through there, to be honest. My goji berry had it had berries all over it. But can y'all see? It's blooming again. It had berries all over it. I stood out here one day and ate about 20 something berries off of here. There's so much stuff be falling in the mud, breaking stuff. But anyway, and then they'll go right back to flowering. They'll keep on flowering. This goji berry hasn't done anything thus far. I think I'm gonna take that metal thing and put it over here and try to hold this up, because this goji berry, it really hasn't done a doggone thing. Really, honestly and truthfully. I do have ground cherries coming up in here too. See all those? All those are ground cherries. Over here, this one long bean plant. Oh, and I've been harvesting beans out of there. I got me an unexpected harvest yesterday. I harvested about 20, 30 beans. It was a nice little something. I sound shucky now. My corn is coming along pretty nice. All of this is not corn. Most of this is garlic. Y'all see the scape? I harvested 3 scapes. There's one, and I got another one over there. I'm gonna show you where I harvested the scape. You want to make sure you harvest that scape before it get tough. And you want to harvest that sucker. See where I cut it out? You want to harvest him. You want the energy going down into your garlic, not up into that flour. Plus, you don't want your scape to get tough. Your scape get tough, you can't eat him. And I need all my little stuff for it to be edible. So, what is we back here doing? You may ask, because we got stuff going on where your girl making. I'm going to burn some of this down to ash. And then I'm also making biochar. So I got a fire going back here. So I couldn't stay up in the front for an extended period of time. I can't stand it when to do that there. Anyway. Oop, here goes some pine straw that I dropped. In case y'all didn't know, pine straw is very flammable. Well, when I shouldn't say very flammable. What I should say is, it's got oil in it. Like pine oil and different things people use to clean with and all that kind of stuff. It's got oils and resins in it, to where if you want to start a fire, pine needles, pine wood, it ain't the best in your fireplace. Now I wouldn't recommend your fireplace. I ain't gonna get into the science of all that, but pine, it will and I started this fire. I start just about all my barbecue fires. Any fires that's not in a fireplace, I start them with pine straw, because once you light it, it will light, but then it burns slowly and hot. So that if you have wood, if you're trying to get your wood caught, right? Well, if you use that pine straw, it will burn in such a fashion that your stuff, it'll give opportunity for your stuff to catch, instead of just burning up right quick and not actually catching. So yeah, pine straw, pine wood. You burn the middle of a pine tree, it'll take you forever to burn it up, because of the resins and all that different stuff in it. And that's probably the case with most conifers, to be honest. They all, I think, have that, you know, those compounds in them that are oily-like. So I got to burn this pile down. This is the last day where I think the weather is going to be hospitable for me to do so. And I had so many big limbs come down. Hopefully we won't have too many more storms where it brings all of this. See all this long, all this stuff? And I could have cut this up, but I was too lazy. I usually just wait till it burns off, and then I flip this over into the pile of parts that's hanging out. But so that's what we're doing back here. So yeah, have to. Here's one of those fake strawberries. I hadn't seen one of these in a long time. I had been seeing, I done stepped on it or something, done ate it or something. But this is one of them fake strawberries. See the leaves here? See that? See, I hadn't seen that in a long time. It used to grow, a lot of it used to grow up by the house. I hadn't seen it in a long time. You see, that's a good, nice, hot fire. I stacked it good. Something about harnessing fire. You can't really control it, I wouldn't say, but something about harnessing. Ain't that pretty? I could sit out here and just, ooh, and then not only that, today, y'all, it's morning. It was 40 something this morning, but it's up into the 50s, headed to 60 degrees. Look, I wish them limbs would fall so I could burn them. And you know that sucker up there is a big one. It don't look like it. I'm telling you now, when they come down to the ground, get ready. Them suckers be big. They look little up there. But a limb broke and it broke off and got hung. A storm gonna bring that down, and I hate it because it's kind of over there by my fruit trees. I hope it don't come down on my fruit trees. Hope that sucker stay up there for a while, or when it fall, I hope it fall out this way. But you can't control it. I don't know where that's gonna go, just like I don't know where that's gonna go either. All these old widow makers, when I look at your boy, I'm gathering me some money to limb these trees. I don't want to cut them down, but I want to limb them, and what that means is thin all those little leaves. It'll help more light come in. It's also healthier on the tree, because the tree can not be carrying quite as many limbs. Any dead limbs, naturally they're gonna cut, but then they'll cut out, you know, unnecessary limbs as well, and it'll allow a little more airflow, a little bit more light flow. It's a little bit more healthier and more conducive to me, because a lot of this stuff that falls out is dead. Trees will try to limb themselves, and that's why I have a lot of stuff that's dead that falls. But enough of that. So I need to move these onions. I got some places in the front where some onions didn't take, so I need to move those, because y'all didn't see it. A limb fell on my stackables right here. I believe I'm gonna put these in the greenhouse, but I ain't for sure. And crushed to them, absolutely crushed them to bits. They was on their last leg anyway. But, this is elderberry. I need to email Army Chickadee. I think she said her elderberry didn't make it, and I sure can send you some cuttings, my dear, because I have this and then I have that monstrosity. So this is, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with this, because I bought that. Well, actually, I was given that by Go Grow, and then I didn't know that was elderberry. I knew elderberry grew wild around here, but it's always in somebody's property, and I could not, like, when I would go to these properties, I knock on the door, I couldn't get responses. I'm not willing to go into people's yards. Around here, it's legal for you to shoot people. So, what I mean is, when you go up in people's property, it's legal around here for you to shoot them. So I'm not going up on nobody's property to go try to collect elderberry. Elderberry is not worth my life. I'll buy it in the store before I risk my life. So up here, my stuff, this hasn't leafed out yet. And I want to mention this with these cuttings, that I'm probably gonna do a video on this about cuttings and seeds. I want you to know that this is gonna take a little while, but you will see little stuff like this here. Those are new. You see what I'm saying? All of these little sprouts, all of these little sprouts, all of those sprouts. So you will see new sprouts. So, you know, so that those are taken. What I'm gonna do with all them colored plants, I don't bit more no. This fire feels so good to me. It's warm over here. It's not just cold out here, y'all, but you know how sometimes, how many of y'all did you go camping and have a fireplace you like sit around the fire? I liked it that. I liked it that. It was homey like. Oh, let me try to open this. I'm trying to put my toe on it, but I can't seem to get a grip. There we go, toes. Work. Y'all seen that man work on car? I mean, no, I do carpentry. He in Russia, ain't got no arms. He just used his feet. Boy, that's inspirational. I need to learn how to use my feet. Sucker be laying tile. He lay tile better than people with hands. That sucker be working. There's some people out here in this world, if you would just expose yourself to some things. Positive things. Anyway, everything in here is looking good. I had uncovered this beauty berry. Before. Look at that. Aisha, I don't need none. Just see that. See how nice. And I believe this one's gonna do something. I see some buds down there. It's only one of them I really don't, no, two of them I don't see budding out. But baby, you know me, just give me just one. I don't need but just one. Just one. That's all I need. I've got to pack this up. Somebody's, woohoo, something in that fire popping. Army Chickadee, here's your blackberry. It's coming to you. Don't say I didn't warn you. I couldn't send it out as fast as I wanted. Really, Chrissy. I couldn't send it out as fast as I wanted because it has some ants in it, so I had to deal with that. But look at my mulberry cuttings. Dan sent me those. These are 2 different sets. This is Chicago Everbearing, and these are supposed to be a white mulberry. I forget it's just a white mulberry. Supposed to be volunteer pepper, onions, callaloo. It's a volunteer brassica in there. I don't know what that is either. Some clover in there. That callaloo is growing, I'm not gonna say slow, but I guess. See, this is Jamaican broadleaf, so you have to keep in mind there are different amaranths, a bunch of them. They have gold ones, they have red ones. They have the one traditionally grown in Jamaica, which is the broadleaf. I get mine from Humble Servant Homestead because I know they're gonna send me. A lot of people say they're gonna send you Jamaican broadleaf. They don't. They send you whatever they want to send you. If you get your callaloo seeds from Humble Servant Homestead, you're gonna get, you know what I'm saying. If you want the one that's in Jamaica, you're gonna get that one. A lot of times these people are saying that this stuff is just amaranth. It's not necessarily the Jamaican one. You know, they're not the same. They don't look the same, but you can eat them. There's nothing wrong with them. But it's just not the exact cultivar. So here's my peppers, my arroz con pollo, ají dulce. This is buena mulata. For some reason, it just shot up just right quick. It's a volunteer tomato in here. Not sure what that is, but I'm going to keep it because it looks good. This is also a volunteer. I need to get those out of there and up pot those, but it's going to be difficult for me to get this. Basically, what I'm going to have to do, and look, here's another volunteer tomato. I'm going to have to, when I pull this out of here, get all this out of here. All of these various onions, I'm going to give me some foil pans today, I believe. Now, I put roselle, I put a whole bunch of seeds in here. But I believe this is okra. I had some roselle seeds in with my okra. I may have to buy some roselle seeds. I think my roselle seeds kind of got messed up. I want to show y'all this. Y'all ever see them pellets like this? See, this is what the soil looked like before. And then like one morning you may come in here and it's like that. I think worms do that. I'm pretty sure that earthworms do that. I'm almost positive. Because I see it a lot after rain on the ground. And I think earthworms are just coming through. I think those are worm castings, basically, when the worms are. So it's good to know that the worms are up here. I knew it was worms in this soil. These are the lemon drop melons. They're looking good. I don't have a clue about where I'm going to grow those. I'm going to try to get this metal together today and start welding up on my trellis. Ooh. I'm glad that nobody called the fire department on me. Sometimes people will do you like that. They just mad they ain't got nothing to burn. Don't pay me no attention. Yeah, see, this is burnt off now. So now I can walk this around and flip it up on the fire. Hey, come back here. Don't you go that way. You go this way. There we go. So that's in there a little better. Little. And hopefully it'll, like I said, eventually it'll catch all them little twigs. It helps when you put little twigs and little stuff over in there. Trying not to get in this smoke too bad. I may have to do that off camera. I want to take that wood and throw it over in the middle. So tending a fire is, it's a little bit of work. But you want to pile it up like this though. And if you want char, make sure you burn it down to coals and then take water and put it out. I have a video on how I did biochar before. I still do it the same. And I want to mention this. If you cannot burn, or you do not have anything to burn, or you're afraid to burn, or whatever the case may be, don't worry, you still can do biochar. There are plenty of people on YouTube. Backyard Farmer Pat did it recently, where just buy lump charcoal, just regular lump charcoal with nothing on it. at the store. And most stores sell it. It usually comes in a red bag. Like Royal Oak, I think, makes some. And all they do is just make charcoal. And then once you do it, you can charge it, because just regular charcoal is just charcoal. Biochar, the word bio meaning life. So biochar is going to be charged. And what can you charge it with? Compost tea, or if you have any weeds in. Y'all remember how I show you how to make that fertilizer? Make a bucket or a trash can of that. Pour a bag of that charcoal in there. Let it sit for a day or two. You're probably going to be good. You can let it sit as long as you want. But all of the microbes and stuff that are in that fertilizer, that's why when you make your own fertilizer, and I'm probably going to end up talking about this in a video on its own. So when you make your own fertilizer, this stuff is full of nutrients, because it's bacteria working to break this stuff down. All of that stuff is working in concert to break all this stuff down. I put some dunks in my stuff. I ain't got time. I ain't be played with. But yeah, y'all keep in mind that, see those? So this will kill those before they get big enough to turn into actual mosquitoes. But this may not look like it. Well, I say that, but you see the bubbles? The bubbles and the kind of frothiness and stuff. So that's working, y'all. That's working. And the charcoal is like a sponge. It will soak up all that. Won't it, Chrissy? Chris just scampering through. It's honeysuckle time. But y'all, I believe I have taken y'all around enough. Those things that I think are some type of radish, but I'm unsure. I did plant them. I planted them over here in with the citrus, because I don't think they're going to get too big. And guess what? If they do get too big, you know what your girl will do. I'm going to come through and I'm going to get them out of there. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Look at my poke. My little poke field. Ain't that pretty, y'all? It's so pretty, all them poke plants. Child, you ain't be able to tell me nothing, because I may have me some poke today. May make me some poke. I ain't had none. Ain't had none this year. Look over here by the air conditioner. He guards my air conditioner for me. That's another one. So, y'all, the garden is percolating. It's percolating. And like I said, if you don't know about biochar, if you're new to my channel, or you're new to gardening, or what have you, if you have any requests of me, things that you may want me to talk about or address, or questions about things in my garden or experiences, please let me know. If you made it this far, I surely appreciate y'all for watching. Let me tell you something. Y'all my ride or die. You know, y'all do my channel good, child, cause I get pretty good views, and then y'all watches most of the video, honey. So I love y'all. Y'all probably stick around because y'all know I'm gonna say something foolish, and you don't know when the foolishness is coming. See, that's why you have to have that element of surprise. Also, I got something coming for this compost. I'm like I told y'all, I don't want those tree roots growing up in there anymore. I may try to start addressing that today. I don't know. I may run up to Lowe's and try to get what I need. I don't really need much. I need some pavers and some hardware cloth. And I'm going to put pavers at the bottom, so these tree roots, because they'll come right up in this. And this will be a whole big old ball of roots, and you'll think you'll have really good compost, and next thing you know, when you go to dig and there's a ball of roots. It's not like that now, but I'm gonna get it before it gets that way, because that's what happened to that little pile over there. And I've been working down on this pile, by the way. I need to bag my peach fruits. I need to bag these. The ones that's still hanging on, this ain't no good. See that? That wasn't no good. But you can see I have fruits. And let me say this. That peach curculio, or however you say that thing that lay those eggs in your peach fruit, if you'd get you those organza bags, what I talked about, if you'd get those organza bags, you can bag your fruits, and that thing won't lay that stuff in your fruit. because those worms, they have to lay those eggs in a fruit, people. They cannot, I don't think the curculio lays it in the bark. I think it lays it in the fruit, because anytime I find those little babies, those little holes, Georgia Peach Nut showed that at the stove, how them things had laid those babies in that fruit. So if you bag your stuff, see, you see what I'm saying? And I didn't mention that in the organza bag video. Y'all see all the little fruits, all of this stuff that don't make it, but I just let it fall down there and do what it's gonna do. But anyhow, y'all see the fruit sets. Like I said, I had about 40 of them on here. Quite a few of them dropped. That's normal. This tree is not that huge. I let the tree do what it's gonna do. I don't really thin, because I don't know what it needs to thin. You know, you don't never know what's gonna take and what ain't. So I'm just kind of let this tree do what it needs to do. But anyhow, I done kept y'all long enough. I'm gonna switch some of these bags out. Some of these pears I don't think gonna make it. See how little. But I'm gonna switch these out, because y'all know pears get bigger than that. I'm gonna bag these peaches before any type of insect. Cause nothing pissed me off more than it messed my peaches up. Cause that's some of my favorite fruit now. But I like all fruit, but we ain't gonna get on that. But yeah, y'all, the grass is still looking good. Yeah, the grass are still looking good. Somebody asked me would I be willing to do scion wood. I'll do it. If I have it to give, I'll give it. Now, if I, like, for instance, if I just did a graft and I only have one little bitty branch, no, you ain't gonna get scion wood from that. If you wait till it grows out a little more, which I'm gonna show you something. So here's a graft here, right? Look how long that is. That's a foot of growth just this year. I'm trying to find another one. Here's the graft here. You see all of, I have to be gentle, because yesterday I knocked the graft off. Y'all didn't want to hear the words that I said. That's like a foot. And I want to mention this: if you graft, do your best, leave these grafts alone. Don't touch them. It's been about a month since I've done these, but leave the grafts alone. Just don't, try not to bump against them, try not to, you know, all that kind of stuff. But like, this is 6 inches worth of growth. So, and it's still spring, y'all, so I assume this stuff is gonna grow out further and further. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I came over here and I was fooling with this, and I knocked that off, and that had 3 foot-long pieces coming out of it. I'm an idiot. Like I said, the words I said. Also, I want to show you this. So I have started being very, very careful around this tree with these grafts, because they've taken, but they're not solid enough to where you won't knock them off. And anyway, right here is where I grafted a pear. So I grafted the pear from over there onto here. This is another one where I grafted the pear. So that looks like that's taken. One last thing I'm gonna show y'all, then I'm gonna let y'all go for real, because I ain't gonna keep saying, I'm gonna let y'all go and keep talking. Because I know y'all got things to do. I'm gonna try to get around here best I can. Okay? So I want to show you this here. I don't know if that's gonna take. That's one of them Joey Red Flesh. That's kind of perturbing me. I don't know if this is gonna take. I can't remember what this is. I think that's the apple from the neighbor's tree. But this took. This is an apple. So you see the leaf difference? So you can see clear as day. This is the apple. So I cut pieces off of that apple down there and grafted it over here. I think I have one Joey Red Flesh that looked like it was gonna take. Right here. I think this is Joey Red Flesh. Yes. This one's Joey Red Flesh. I'm pretty sure this is Joey Red Flesh. So I guess it's gonna take. I have 4 pieces, I think. The one up here, I don't think it's gonna take. Look at all of this. I'll be honest and tell you, if you want pear scions, if you have apple tree, you can graft. I just showed it. You can graft pear to apple and apple to pear. I showed it both ways and they both took. Because, like I said, that's apple. I want to say that's apple. No, but that one didn't take. But anyway, you can do it. So, yeah. So, like I said, I got some red flesh pears. We'll see if I don't know if that variety needs a whole lot of chill hours. I didn't look into that before I bought it. I should have, but But this is taken as well. This is Korean Giant. You can see the difference in the leaves. You can also see the difference in the growth. But yeah, y'all, so that's that. Here's the yams. They're growing up the tree pretty good. So yeah, y'all, everything is looking pretty good. A lot of the skill code varieties are looking good. So and I may talk about those a little bit in a video, maybe when I get a little further along. But y'all, till next